The Denver Nuggets defeated the OKC Thunder 140 to 127. I felt this was like a redemption win by the Nuggets. The other night, they got blown out by the Thunder, which was just like yesterday, 127 to 103. They were humiliated in that game yesterday. And I felt yesterday was like a statement game by SGA where he wanted to show people why he believes that he's the MVP of the league and he deserves that award over Jokic. He definitely showed that yesterday when he had like 40 points on 15 of 32 shooting, just 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and only 1 turnover. He had like a great game yesterday where he was very dominant. Jokic, on the other hand, yesterday, 10 of 23, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. But by Jokic standards, this was like a bad game yesterday. He shot very poorly. And it's always fun to watch how great players respond when they play poorly because you kind of know they're going to respond back with a great game. There's that pride and just that competitiveness that comes out. I felt in this game, Jokic had his moment where he was showing to SGA, like, hey, I'm the MVP of the league. You may feel that you're the MVP, but this is my league. I'm on another level than you are. And this is a game where he really showed that. Just this was personal, as they would say. He had 35 points, 18 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. This was like a dominant Jokic game, and he shot 75% overall from the field, which is insane. Just this was ridiculous. It was very fun to watch. SGA, he did have a bad game, but I wouldn't say he was dominant. 25 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 7 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. He had a good game, but not out of this world dominant like he was yesterday. That to me was the difference between the Thunder winning and losing, was that in this game SGA was somewhat contained by the Nuggets. This game was interesting in the sense that from the beginning, just it was very competitive. It was like a running gun game, old school, just a game with just a lot of offense, and both teams really pushing the tempo. I think there was like multiple lead changes in this game from what I can remember, and at one point in time, OKC I think was up by double digits, and then the interesting part about this game I felt was the third quarter when Coach Malone made adjustments for the Thunder. Just I think they might have been down by like 10 at one point in time in like the third quarter, 10 or 12 points. And it looked like the Thunder were going to pull away, just like they did yesterday once they came up by double digits, that they were going to blow out the game. I felt like that. And then Malone made this key adjustment in which he started double teaming SGA immediately once SGA would get the ball beyond the half court line mark. Just once he got it beyond the half court mark, there would be a quick double team, a quick press, just a frenetic double team, trapping SGA every time when he went up the court. To me, that was a great adjustment, and it really paid off because it slowed down the Thunder's offense. It put them kind of like in a funk where they were on fire right until that strategy was employed, and they lived with the fallout of Lou Dort going off because they were constantly leaving him open to press SGA with that quick double team. Dort did hit a few threes, but it still screwed up their offense because it just took them out of their funk, and it allowed the Nuggets to get some defensive stops. They got a few stops, and they immediately just got back in the game. And by the end of that quarter, I think they had tied the game, and then at the start of the fourth quarter, they took the lead, and they just never looked back. And they got a ton of like defensive stops just from other guys just by employing that strategy. Just that was a great strategy because it just trickled down. You had other guys with key defensive moments, just like deflections, blocks, that they really came through for like the Nuggets in that game. Just Peyton Watson had like 2 amazing blocks. Westbrook had a block in the game, and just I think I'm trying to see if I'm missing anyone else, but yeah, there were some insane blocks in this game just by the Nuggets, and that strategy by Malone started the defensive intensity by the Nuggets to take over this game. They got into a defensive rhythm by containing SGA, and they never looked back. So that you give Coach Malone a lot of credit in this situation for making that adjustment when his team could have gotten blown out again. It looked like it was heading that way, but it didn't. This is a great matchup. I hope these two teams meet in the Western Conference Finals. I know ESPN would be in tears if they did, because we know they want the Lakers there, and if both of these teams get there, that means the Lakers won't be there. But I think this would be a great matchup of two legit MVP caliber players in Jokic and SGA. Granted, they play different positions, but I feel they both take it personal where they want to outshine each other, which is what you want to see from a competitive standpoint. And just the adjustments both teams can make just every game would be great to watch. I like to watch strategy. So I'm hoping this matchup happens in the Western Conference Finals. It would be a lot of fun, but we'll see if that happens. That's all I have to say about this.